In an emotional moment, Ben Mitchell shares a video message from Lexi's late mother, Lola, expressing pride and love as Lexi begins secondary school. Meanwhile, Lily Slater goes into labor, and Stacy discovers the identity of her stalker. The heartfelt message and dramatic events drive the episode's emotional intensity. EastEnders spoilers tonight, Britney given type 2 Usher Syndrome diagnosis. And EastEnders spoilers tonight. Britney suffers a bike accident and is taken to the hospital by Billy, Zach and Whitney. Zach and Whitney are then stunned when they find out that the child has type 2 Usher syndrome. But, can the couple support Britney through this tough time in EastEnders spoilers? EastEnders spoilers, Britney has Usher syndrome. This evening in Walford, Britney suffers a bike accident as in taken to the hospital for a checkover. However, when at the hospital, Zach and Whitney receive the news that Britney has type 2 Usher syndrome. The doctor then confirms that this will eventually mean that Britney will suffer hearing and sight impairments. Can the couple support Britney through this as she struggles with her symptoms? EastEnders spoilers, Jay and Honey run the London Marathon. The day of the London Marathon arrives and Jay debates pulling out due to Nadine's recent pregnancy bombshell. However, Honey manages to get him to change his mind, joining him in running. Billy ends up turning up to the starting line late though after being stalled taking Britney to the hospital after her bike accident. He gets there in the end but his day doesn't go to plan. Can he turn things back around? Yolanda steers clear of Pastor Clayton. On the square, Yolanda tries to push through after Pastor Clayton's recent assault on her but struggles. She then considers not attending church, battling with her faith. However, unaware of what's happened to Yolanda, Patrick joins Pastor Clayton in encouraging her to keep going to church. Can Yolanda open up to Patrick and admit what really happened at the charity event last week? Or, will she continue to keep him in the dark? EastEnders BBC iPlayer schedule change due to filming format. EastEnders has confirmed there is a schedule change to its usual 6 a.m. episode upload on BBC iPlayer today. This is due to a history-making change to the filming format of the BBC soap. The release of Monday's episode on BBC iPlayer, which normally drops first thing in the morning, has been delayed because real-life footage from the London Marathon on Sunday will be edited into it. Why isn't EastEnders on BBC iPlayer this morning? Today's episode in Walford will feature Jay Brown and Honey Mitchell, who took on the iconic charity event in character. As part of the program's brain tumor storyline, fans will know that last year, Lola Pierce Brown sadly died following her diagnosis with a glioblastoma multiforme. Jay and Honey have been preparing to take part in the London Marathon to honor her. Posting on Instagram last night, EastEnders shared a picture of Jay and Honey holding their marathon medals with pride. The caption said, Emma Barton and Jamie Borthwick have just completed the London Marathon for an upcoming storyline that will see their characters, Honey and Jay, take on the event in memory of their beloved Lola, as well as running on behalf of their chosen charities. Emma and Jamie run parts in character to film various scenes along the route. These scenes will be edited into the main show this evening and viewers will be able to watch the special scenes tomorrow from 1300 on BBC iPlayer and at 19:30 on BBC One. London Marathon. Previously speaking about the storyline, Emma commented, I think it's a really clever idea that EastEnders have done to show what a lot of the people all over the country are doing. And that's raising money for their charities or in memory of a loved one. As Honey and Jay are going to be running the London Marathon, we are going to be filmed live on the London Marathon day, which will then go into Monday, April 22's show at 7:30 p.m. This has never been done before in soap history. EastEnders fans punished once again as BBC iPlayer release is delayed due to London Marathon. EastEnders fans often find themselves bearing the brunt of the BBC's schedule changes, with episode postponements and shakeups coming faster than you could pour a pint at the Queen Vic. Now, BBC bosses are set to continue that trend with today's episode being delayed for online viewers. Episodes of EastEnders typically go on to BBC iPlayer at 6 a.m. on the day of transmission, but this one will not be uploaded until 1 p.m. The reason for this is that, for the first time in the show's history, real-life footage is going to be used in the episode, with the production team needing that little extra time to edit it in. Jamie Borthwick and Emma Barton, who play Jay and Honey on the BBC soap, took part in the London Marathon over the weekend, which will be woven into the Albert Square storyline. Posting on Facebook, a spokesperson said, Emma Barton and Jamie Borthwick have just completed the London Marathon for an upcoming storyline that will see their characters, Honey and Jay, take on the event in memory of their beloved Lola. As well as running on behalf of their chosen charities, Emma and Jamie run parts in character to film various scenes along the route. These scenes will be edited into the main show this evening, and viewers will be able to watch the special scenes tomorrow from 1 p.m. on BBC iPlayer and at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One. Speaking ahead of the marathon, Barton said, "There's 3 scenes, there is the start line, then Cutty Sark, then Tower Bridge and then the finish line. We've just got to really make sure we and the cameras all work together as well as we possibly can." Romantic EastEnders marathon twist as much-loved couple get engaged. This article contains spoilers for Monday's EastEnders, which has not yet aired on TV but is available to watch now on BBC iPlayer. EastEnders has aired a huge twist with a much-loved couple agreeing to tie the knot after a dramatic series of events. It was the day of the London Marathon in Walford, and Billy Mitchell had a surprise planned for partner Honey ahead of her big race. Unfortunately, things didn't quite go to plan when Honey slipped out before breakfast, where Billy had planted a ring between her pancakes with the intention of proposing to her. By the time he got down on one knee, only Phil Mitchell was left in the room, and he made it quite clear that he wasn't about to accept Billy's hand in marriage. In a rush to get to the start line and propose before Honey set off, Billy ended up knocking Britney Wainwright off her bike and had to take her to hospital. Thankfully, he had just enough time to get to the start line before Honey started running, though he was left disappointed when he failed to grab her attention from the sidelines. All he got for his efforts was a knock to the back from a passerby, which sent his ring flying over the barriers. When Billy went to retrieve it, he ended up being escorted to a police van, which an embarrassed Phil and Lexi Pierce watched on TV. In the van, Billy protested his innocence to the police officer and the self-confessed kleptomaniac who was being held alongside him. Billy was full of relief when the police officer let him go and gave him the fastest directions to the finish line, but as he got there, his ordeal was far from over. It soon became clear that the kleptomaniac had pocketed Billy's ring, before making a run for it himself, leaving his whole plan thwarted. However, when Honey, Billy and their family arrived back at the Queen Vic, everyone was left stunned by the London Marathon coverage on the TV, which showed Honey proposing to Billy in a shock twist. Though things didn't exactly go to plan, Billy ended up getting his wish, but will it last? EastEnders airs moving Lexi scenes in early iPlayer release. Lexi got a message from beyond the grave. Spoiler warning, this article contains storyline details from EastEnders Monday, September 4th episode, which is already on iPlayer. EastEnders aired a special scene for Lexi Pierce, played by Isabella Brown, as she prepared for her first day at secondary school. The youngster lost her mom, Lola Pierce Brown, earlier in the year when she sadly died from cancer, but that hasn't stopped Lola from having a huge part in little Lexi's life. As viewers will remember, she recorded a series of videos for her daughter as she approached huge milestones in her life. One of these was upon Lexi, as she packed her bag and pencil case for her first day at secondary school. An emotional dad, Ben Mitchell, asked Lexi to sit with him while he showed her something. Pressing play on the video, Lola appeared, with her iconic bright fake nails and beaming smile. "I want you to know how proud I am of you," Lola said. "You're my little girl and this is a big day. Secondary school, wow." Fighting tears, Lola continued, "Right, what can I tell you? The popular kids, they ain't really all that, and the weird kids, they aren't really that weird. Everyone just wants to be liked. Be kind, or just be yourself, because you are kind. And funny. And beautiful." She added, "Just do your best because you can really make something of yourself and you can be happy. Mummy is with you in spirit every step of the way. Good luck, darling. Mummy loves you so, so much." And with that, Lola blew a kiss to the camera, as Ben and Lexi did the same through tears. Elsewhere in the episode, Lily Slater went into labor. Right at the same moment, a horrified Stacy discovered the true identity of her stalker. Please subscribe our channel.